First out of the game via the strikeout. Got him, out number 2. Called strike 3, inning is over. Wow. 3 pitches. And Tryon heading back to the dugout. Out number 1. Grant, the 3-hole hitter, struck out his first time against Kade Anderson and strikes out his second time against Kade Anderson. Real deal.
That was some old school stuff right there.
And a called strike 3 and another punch out for Kade Anderson. Swing and a miss, inning is over, and yet another strikeout for Kade Anderson. Give him 8 on the night. Here's the 1-2. And make it another strikeout. He just took over the national lead in strikeouts with his 9th of the game. And I ask you that, Ben, because I'm curious if guys. And another strikeout. How about 96?
Are you
On
kidding
pitch
me?
106.
11 strikeouts on the day. Dad is fired up there, high-fiving in the stands.
Called strike 3 and the inning is over.
Sweep through the OVC tournament, find themselves in a regional, and then they go down 7-0 in game 1 of this regional. Everybody said, well, it was a nice run for Little Rock. And all they did was knock off Rhode Island.
Got him. 95-mile-an-hour high fastball, and Kade Anderson is fired up. Quick work of the Mountaineers.
What you have in that bullpen does not translate to the game mound a lot of times. I mean, you can't create the adrenaline flow you get in the bullpen than when a first batter steps in the box. It's totally different than what you thought you had that was working down there.
One down.
Of my freshman year, I went off to the Alaskan Summer League and got to pitch a little bit more and really started to grow it in my body a little bit and figure some stuff out, you know. It just takes mound time, you know.
Yeah.
And look, I want to go to LSU and play basketball and baseball. He said, well, we're going to draft you anyway. And I said, okay. Well, he drafted me in the 21st round. And back then you could get, it wasn't slot values back then, as Kade Anderson picks up another strikeout.
Cam told us he was able to get home the other day for a home-cooked meal. Strikes out against Kade Anderson. First K for Kade Anderson to match the national lead of Liam Doyle, and there's one away in the second.
That's a good bounce back. A 4-pitch walk to start the inning, lead it off, and he comes back left on left against Kozel, gets out in front 0-2. Buries that slider down and away. That's taken more of a jump up this year too in velocity.
Batting average up about 70 points. So even though he's still swinging and missing, he's doing more damage as Logan Maxwell goes down on a top of the zone fastball. This Kade Anderson can continue to climb the ladder.
And we got the cobalt out. Cut and a miss, and a nasty breaking ball from Kade Anderson for his 3rd strikeout, and now Cam Kozel bats.
Tired time since he started playing this game.
He strikes out Iredale, and he's fired up. A disgusting breaking ball strikes out Brent Iredale, and Anderson bookends a 1-2-3 5th with a couple Ks. 2-2 on Justin Thomas, who flew to left his first time out of the 9 spot. Anderson comes back with a strikeout, his 5th, and there's one away.
How does he compete in those moments are equally as important as what he looks like on his best day.
Backdoor breaking ball. Mom a little more excited than pre-pitch. Couple strikeouts in the inning. In all seriousness, I was never going anywhere else. Swing and a miss. 7 innings of 1-run ball with Mom watching for Kade Anderson in Omaha.
Another changeup. He got him swinging, and they will strand a couple. Somewhere not seen. He'll like that one, though, as he chased way out of the zone. And Anderson ends the first 2 innings with strikeouts.
Rarely do you get an athlete as good as Anderson on the mound.
0-2 to Mitchell. That's in there, strike 3, right at the top of the zone. And once again, Kade Anderson into the bend but don't break mode.
Once you give him the out, And they did, and he gets the lead runner. Now Anderson dials it up a little bit right here. This is probably his best sequence of the game. Breaking ball to get it to 2 strikes and just grab a 4-seamer and throw it straight upper part of the zone. But
a leadoff double is a good way to level this score out. Let's see how Coastal, who's so good at cashing in, let's see how they play this one here.
He chased one in the dirt. Hernandez will throw down to first. He got Mijos there. That's a nasty slider. Strikeout number 5. Kade Anderson ended the first with a strikeout, the second with a strikeout, and the third with a strikeout. And now the 4th. He's got something that moves in every direction, and if you're looking for one pitch and you don't get it, you're already behind. You got to battle even more from there. Others have said, I had no chance. And there's an example of not having much of a chance. 3, 4 now in a row, 7 strikeouts.
Yeah, 5 out of the last 6.
Well, you see a pitcher fall into that kind of rhythm. As a hitter, you got to do whatever you're able to do to slow him down a little.
Beto went fishing on a nasty changeup. Strikeout number 8. He's leaned on that changeup tonight. Will he do it again? 0-2. Pulled, strike 3. Perfect pitch from Anderson. Another base runner and another punch out to end an inning. 0-2, looking for strikeout number 10. A wicked slider slash curveball for a punch out number 10.
Just simplified right there. Got ahead with the first pitch strike on the breaking ball and stayed right with it. 3 in a row to get Thorndike swinging. 10th strikeout of the day for Kade Anderson. Just 2 outs away from a CG shutout in Game 1 of the finals.